Okay, so we're looking at how we compare two poems that present the power of nature, particularly focusing on Prelude and Storm on an Island, if we've got either of those as the named poem. So both of them present an argument about man versus nature, and particularly they both focus on the overwhelming power that nature has and the utter helplessness of man in its wake. Really interestingly, both poets start with a sense of the arrogance of man. The young boy in the Prelude feels that he's like a swan, that he's part of nature as he goes rowing across at night. And the speaker in Storm on an Island, they feel prepared, that they're ready for this storm. We're prepared, we build our houses squat. So initially, man feels really arrogant, as if they can combat nature. But then, of course, the power of the storm and the power of the mountain comes into play. Figurative language is used in both poems to give life and power to nature. So here we have the personification of the peak rearing its head, making it sound like some huge, hideous monster, where the simile is used to give the spray life and viciousness, spits like a tame cat turned savage. The utter helplessness of man in the wake of nature is explored in both texts. The grim shape of the mountain towers between me and the stars, it blocks all of his dreams and ambitions and hopes instantly. Whereas in Storm on an Island, we just sit tight while the wind dives and strafes. And we've got this semantic field of war that we mentioned previously, just adds to the vulnerability and helplessness of man against this powerful almighty nature. A direct link in terms of language is that both of them repeat the word no, I should say of. No familiar shapes remain, no pleasant images of trees and of sea or sky, no colours of green. Everything that is positive has been removed and replaced by this big black mountain, suggesting his vulnerability and everything that he's lost here. And similarly, we have there are no trees, no natural shelter. It's a huge nothing that we fear, that sense of loss again, danger, that there's nothing around them to either fight against or to protect them. So we've got kind of real clear 4 areas that beautifully link these two poems together. They'd also be good if something like exposure came up, you could compare them.